Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Vishal. I'm here from Alteryx as working as a technical product marketing manager. A lot of my job is actually to sit down with people such as yourselves to explain what Alteryx is, how it works, but really partner with you to help you solve your own use cases and have your own breakthroughs. It's a shame I can't be there in person, but I'm really hoping that we all get the most out of this presentation. And yeah, I'd love for you to reach out and connect with me offline. So really what we believe here at Alteryx is that analytics is all about data-driven decisions. And it shouldn't be in the power of just people in the know. So it shouldn't just lie with a data scientist or a quant or developers. But we truly believe that analytics is for all, from finance to sales to HR, business operations. We're seeing breakthroughs and transformations happening across every department and every industry around the world. And so what Alteryx is doing is really helping organizations scale their analytics and helping you create those breakthrough moments. The reality is we are living in a new age, an age where analytics, automation, and AI are really providing new digitally enabled business models. And we're seeing that there's a huge transformation where companies really they're looking at digital resiliency as not something that is a nice to have, but something that needs to be in place. And things like COVID and recent geopolitical instability have been a real testament to this. We have seen examples where some companies have stated that it's going to take them about 5 years to hit that digital transformation, but these were accomplished in 6 months, and the need for analytic-based decision making is now stronger than ever. But transformation without analytics is just digitization. Analytics is what makes it truly transformative. And the crux of the matter is that we've got so many different data points and different places where data is actually stored. But the key is that you want to be able to process this data and find insights within it so that you can make smarter and better business decisions and make them quickly. The problem is that we do see a huge analytics gap today. A survey from New Vantage Partners indicated that 92% of organizations continue to invest heavily in analytics, but only 19% of companies feel that they're actually being data driven. This widening of the analytics gap really stops organizational progress. Some of the factors that cause this gap are things like the lack of analytical skills, poor access to data, and manual processes, as well as a lack of people who can actually know that subject matter. And fundamentally, the gap boils down to one thing: a lack of analytics capability within organizations. But let's get a bit more specific here. The International Institute of Analytics, otherwise known as the IIA, have been collecting benchmark data on analytic maturity for a number of years now. And what they've done is they've created a 5-stage model that really assesses the analytic maturity for an enterprise, showing where organizations are on that journey to becoming a true analytics-driven enterprise. It turns out, though, that over the thousands of different companies that were ranked, most organizations score pretty low on their analytic maturity. Out of a 5-point scale, the average score was just 2.2, which is localized analytics and reporting. And the score is quite low because most organizations still run their business with a piece of software which you all probably use at the moment called spreadsheets. Most companies have seen people who can go ahead and execute advanced analytics, people like data scientists or devs. However, even at more analytic-focused enterprises, most knowledge workers lack the capabilities beyond basic spreadsheet manipulations. For example, if you go to an accountant or a tax professional, they're the expert in their field and they know this stuff. But it can take a little longer to actually go ahead and get those data-driven answers to most questions. The IIA have also found a really strong correlation between moving up this analytic maturity curve and the different profits, growth, and shareholder value that the company actually receives. So what it turns out to be the case is that the companies that invest in data and analytics are really the one who are winning in the marketplace based off the analytic maturity. The nice thing is, if you would like to go ahead and see how you rank or how your organization ranks on this maturity model, Alteryx does have a tool that you can actually use on alteryx.com, where you can actually go ahead, fill in a questionnaire, and you can see exactly where you score on that curve. So if we look at how most organizations operate today, their analytic processes are based off legacy tools. There's a lot of manual steps, and there's a lot of legacy methodologies when it comes to actually going in and performing analytics. However, the IDC estimate that there's 78 million advanced data workers, so people like business analysts, are actually going ahead and wasting more than 7 hours a week repeating manual tasks in spreadsheets, which is an absolutely massive number. And if we go ahead and add all of this up, we're looking at about 62.4 billion data analytic hours that are actually lost annually worldwide. And this loss of analytic productivity actually starts to really hit the business. So from data engineers who prepare the data, to analysts who work on it to generate insights, to ultimately business leaders who need to make informed decisions. And this lack of automation can also go ahead and cause errors in the analytic process. For example, there was a huge financial institution who lost billions of dollars because of a simple analyst error that could have very easily have been avoided. The good news, though, is that there is a new way of doing things. One that spans all of the different people across your organization, one that surfaces insights into the decision makers automatically, one with end-to-end analytics, tools, and all the data that you actually have. And having all the data is actually quite important. Ironically, a lot of our digital economy is still running on paper. So things like PDFs, invoices, all these different shipping forms, for example, all these different pieces of information have a bunch of different data points in them. And it's very important to actually go ahead and get them out. And so how does Alteryx actually go ahead and do it? How does Alteryx go ahead and give you that one automation platform? Well, what we do is we've got a unified end-to-end analytic experience, meaning that everyone can easily create transformative business outcomes. The Alteryx platform also serves all personas who need to collaborate and turn data into insights. So that's everyone from data engineers and IT who need to collect, manage, and curate data for the use of across their business, to business analysts and data scientists who run analytics and create predictions, who go ahead and model on that data, and to business users who actually leverage the different insights and create predictions with that data to really drive business outcomes and make those important decisions. As you can see, no matter where your data lives, the Alteryx Analytics automation can go ahead and refine into impactful business outcomes. That's gone ahead and allowing all of those different data points to be delivered across a wide variety of enterprise systems. So first, for next steps, let's ensure that we know where your organization is in terms of its analytic maturity compared to your different finance industry peers. As I mentioned, Alteryx does offer an analytic maturity assessment, which is completely web-based, self-paced, and most importantly free, and it's really focused on enterprise-level analytics, data capabilities, and strategy. It only takes a couple of minutes to complete, and it's going to help direct us into the right actions for your unique situation. In parallel, we want to work together to clearly define those business use cases where analytic automation can make a positive impact across your organization. And of course, let's schedule a live software demo so you can see exactly how the Alteryx platform will work for your team. So with that in mind, I'd like to say thank you so much for your time today. I hope that this has been an informative session, but please do go ahead and reach out. I'm more than happy to answer any specific questions you have, and I'd love to see how we can help. Cheers, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.